Hey everyone, welcome back to the Fitness Beast YouTube channel. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that button at the bottom, everything counts. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking specifically about diet. Now I want you to take out of your head that diet's a bad word, because it really isn't. Literally, the definition of diet is either the food or drink you're regularly provided and consume. Check it out right here. This is from the Merriam Dictionary. Now, yes, diet also means, whatever regime you're taking to restrict yourself or add caloric balances to in order to gain weight or lose weight, but the original definition of diet is simply what you consume on a regular basis. Now, there is no magic diet. There is no all kind of liquid diet you can eat that'll help you lose weight. There is no vegetarian diet, vegan diet, Atkins diet, keto diet. All of these things are just different ways you can consume food. Now, whether one works better than the other is really dependent on you. The only thing that matters in this case is what satiates your body. For example, in my case, yes, I've tried a bunch and I've discovered that not only is being diabetic and eating high carbohydrate diet bad for me, because it requires a lot of insulin upkeep, it requires a lot of different kind of things you need to keep track of, your blood sugar and stuff like this. It also increases your insulin resistance because you're eating a lot of carbohydrates, therefore having to take a lot of insulin with it. Not good for a diabetic. But overall, eating high carbohydrates in my diet doesn't really satiate me, no matter what it is, whether it's a highly processed carb or unprocessed carb like sweet potatoes. I tend to get hungry relatively quickly after I eat those kind of meals. However, if I eat a meal high in fat or protein, that satiates me a lot more. It could be different for you. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying for me, the diet that works for me is more of a paleo-ish kind of a diet. I'll get into that a bit later. But like I said, I've tried everything. I was a vegan by accident. That didn't work well because my sugar was spiking up, going down, spiking up, going down. I think I didn't have a regular blood sugar the entire 2 months I was trying to do this. And it was literally because I was eating a lot of carbohydrates, some fats, a little bit of protein, and in very, very low quantities. And I was exercising every day. I've tried vegetarianism, which kind of is the same thing as veganism, except it was more balanced because I had a better understanding of what to eat, except it was still high in carbohydrates. Again, it didn't work well for me. Then I've tried Atkins, or a keto diet, for lack of a better term, high fat, medium protein, low carbohydrate. Though it had some positive effects, I found I was able to think a little bit clearer at some points. Overall, it left me missing something. Like I was craving bread and carbohydrates a lot of the time when I was doing that. Then I've tried where I am pretty much right now, which is paleo-ish, right? So that means I eat roughly 30% carbohydrates, again, 35% protein, and 35% fat. So yes, it's more even. And my carbohydrates vary. It's between 20 and 30 to be honest. And again, my proteins and fat do the same thing. But my diet in and of itself became what it is through experimenting on me, through learning about what I need to eat in order to feel satisfied, in order to fuel my athletic performances, and to keep energy throughout the day. Not just after my workout, because I've eaten badly before and it's horrendous. I have energy for my workout. After the workout, I sleep the entire day throughout the night. So my body needs a different way to gather its nutrients from in order to stay active and awake. And this changes for every person, depending on not just your ideology. Some people are vegan or vegetarian or they're Atkins or whatever they're doing simply because it's the mental acuity that they have in order for what they want to do. So it's that mental kind of, the mental push or their mental ideas that are pushing how they should eat, which if you can do that, awesome. I couldn't. I tried, it didn't work. But the one thing is that no matter what you're doing, your diet depends on how your body reacts to different foods, the types of foods that it needs to feel full, the type of foods that it needs to be energized with, and the type of foods that'll have you performing at your best throughout the day, regardless of what you're eating. Now, when it comes to diet, the biggest thing you have to do is calculate your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. So it's the amount of calories you burn in a day not at rest, but just doing nothing, your daily chores, your daily kind of activities, going to work, etc., including your gym and stuff like that, calculating what your body burns naturally, and then eating in a deficit if you want to lose weight or a surplus if you want to gain. The most important to keep in mind though is, first off, diet is not a bad word. Secondly, diets can vary regardless of what your beliefs or ideas of food are. There's no one better than the other. And the last thing you have to remember is that your diet is literally dependent on how many calories you eat versus how many calories you burn. So regardless of what the end result is, if you want to lose weight or gain weight, you have to keep track of the numbers. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that button. Every like counts for me, and I'll see you next week.